Hey, what's up guys, Lux here bringing you a new video, and today we're going to be taking a look at set 21160, the Illager raid. And yeah, this obviously I recreated it in Minecraft, and we're going to take a look at what I was able to accomplish / recreate. So yeah, this should be fun. One side thing to note, the ninja skin, or like the Kai skin in this case, I know I'm skipping ahead, but the leather helmet he's wearing, not part of the set, just to make him look a little bit better, because the default skin I found for him wasn't that good. But anyways, let's move on. Yeah, I'm gonna show off everything that the set provides and how I recreated it or try to replicate it in Minecraft, the actual Minecraft game, what it's based off of. And so yeah, let's get started. First of all, we're gonna start off with the main features as we do. So let's get right into it. So first of all, we're gonna start off with the closest one, which is the pig right here. This pig, nothing special. It's a very default pig. We've got him since pigs were first introduced in Lego Minecraft, so nothing too special there. If we move right along, we have a new villager type right here. This is actually a clerk, and I obviously made it in real Minecraft because that's almost exactly the same printing that the Lego minifigure has from the villager. The only difference is that they didn't print on the head to give him the little hat, but that purple robe and everything else, pretty accurate in Lego's parts. So yeah, much more simplified to be fair. Doesn't have all those details, but you can still obviously tell what it was supposed to be. Now next up, here we have Kai. But yeah, this figure was extremely exciting when it was first announced and we first got images. No one knew what he was. Well, there was good guesses obviously that it was Kai, but once we got official confirmation, yeah, it became a very desirable figure upon its release. So yeah, there we got our new skin minifigure. Next up here is actually an Illager. Now in Lego form, they gave them the regular torsos instead of having those crossed arms or like type appearance like the villagers always have. But these guys actually, if they are aggro, they will take out their axe and try to, assault or attack you. At the moment, they don't feel threatened, but trust me, they will take out their axe, and you can obviously see that. He holds it like a regular character, in this case Kai. So yeah, it does make sense why they give him that torso design. Definitely fits. Moving right along here to the farm, here we got the farmer villager. Now again, this is a pretty accurate representation of what Lego had made. The only thing missing is obviously the straw hats. They haven't really dipped into hat accessories for Minecraft figures besides, the obvious helmets for the armors. But yeah, again, I say they did a pretty good job. A lot of detail on it. These new villager variants look really nice. Still prefer the old model, but what are you gonna do? Just doesn't mean that these new ones are bad, just that nostalgia blinds me pretty much. Here we have a pillager captain. Now this pillager captain, what is a defining feature for him is that it comes with an exclusive print for that, obviously that banner mold or piece. So yeah, it's just a fun banner, a very accurate and in-game banner, so that's pretty good to get for your Minecraft displays. And obviously this pillager, him along with every figure pretty much in this set is exclusive, or at least new to Minecraft, besides the obviously default pig. So it's really nice to get them in game. So yeah. Now moving on to the last figure / build. I say this because this is technically a build, but he does count as a mob. I'll count him in because the pig is a buildable figure and this is also a buildable figure in its own right. Anyways, moving on, this is the Ravager, or the Pillager Beast. I'm still calling him Pillager Beast, but the official name is the Ravager, and as you can see, a lot of detail on him and a lot of neat little things you can pick out. And something that they didn't do quite right when translating it to Lego is obviously the color. And the actual game, he is more grayish, but in the model that Lego made, which probably was based on concept art, hence the reason why it was incorrectly translated, it's quite brown. But again, I don't think it's too bad because seeing this giant brown creature, it's not too out of the ordinary. You can just imagine it as a giant bull, which is what the Ravager is meant to represent. So it still fits. At least it's not some obscure color like, I don't know, dark blue or pink. I'm just throwing colors out there that would make it look unrealistic in general, especially to his counterparts. So I think it's an okay compromise. Yeah, it's pretty neat. If we take a look at the Ravager a bit more in game, you can see that he has a saddle up top, which the figure actually has as well. As you can see, there are some studs for the figure to sit in. So pretty much whoever wants to ride it, the Pillager Captain or the Illager, your choice. And one more defining feature about the actual Lego set is that, yeah, as you can see, there's a lever in the back, and if you pretty much press on it, it makes the Ravager use his mouth attack mechanic, which is really nice. It is quite a fun feature to play around with. Okay guys, just so you have a proper example of what a Ravager with mouth attack would look like in actual Minecraft compared to Lego, I'm going to spawn in a Ravager right here. Then I'm going to apply a pumpkin to the top of the head of this iron structure. Then hopefully you can see him use his attack one more time. And come on, hit him once. There we go. You can see his neck stretch out while he's attacking the iron golem. So yeah, pretty neat feature that they included. Looks pretty accurate to in-game if I do say so myself, but yeah. So yeah, that's all the figures or creatures included in the set. Now let's take a look at the actual build. Alright, I guess we'll start off with the Savannah biome build. Now here you can see a little stream behind the pig right here, as well as a little torch structure just to, just so mobs are prevented from spawning. As you can see here, there's a little armor stand. Now this is the first armor stand build in Minecraft, so that's pretty neat to see here. Obviously it comes with a diamond chestplate and diamond helmet. There we have it. Over here we have our first Acacia Tree in Lego, so yeah, it's pretty neat to see. I almost forgot about this cat right here. He's always hidden, even in the actual set. He was included in the set. This is a cat build. I believe this is a new cat variant. The very colorful one, with the blue eyes and the yellow eye as well. Very nice looking cat. And the head mold they use for it, pretty nice as well. So anyways, moving on to the buildings again. You have a little, I honestly don't know what this is, a little shop? Because they have terracotta in the center, so I assume they're trying to sell it. So I'm assuming it's a little shop made completely out of sandstone and sandstone walls. So that's pretty neat there. We have our first bell build as well. It's just a bunch of small square studs attached to each other, hanging from the top of that Lego piece right there. Next up we have a hay bale or a hay build. Now this one's pretty nice because it actually has a red stripe going through it, just as you can see in the actual game. It has that similar feature right there. So yeah, that's something nice they added, just to give a little bit more detail on it. Here we have a little potted plant, which is a cactus on it. Obviously, it's in a desert or hot environment, so it would be a cactus in there. And lastly, at the end of this Savannah biome, you can see a chest with a bunch of stuff sticking out. Now, we take a look closer inside, we can see that there is a good array of items, to be honest. So inside you can find 2 emeralds, 2 diamonds, a tropical fish, because it's an orange fish, so that's why I assume it is, and looks closest to, and a bow and arrow, so a pretty nice set of stuff. Obviously the diamonds and emeralds are represented by different colored studs, the green ones and the blue ones. So yeah, I think it works well. You don't have to go too detailed to represent what they are. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Savannah build. Now moving on to the other side build over here near the Mesa biome, or as Minecraft is now calling the Badlands biome. We can see a little farm build here. It is quite small and a really nice build, to be honest. Not too overcomplicated, but it has a good amount of detail too. Make it look nice. Now here you can actually find a variety of crops, surprising with the amount of space that is included. But on this side right here, you can see that wheat is growing. Now you can obviously tell the difference between grown up wheat and premature wheat with the obviously the colors and the standing or length of it. So yeah, that's pretty nice. And on the other side, you can see carrots and beetroots growing here. So yeah, they have a good variety of crops here. Moving right back here, we can see a composter, which is part of the new update, Village and Pillage. So that's very fitting that it is here. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Moving on to the last build of this set. And well, obviously you've been seeing it the whole video, but this is the village house. The main one that's included, the only one that's included, but I think it's a pretty nice one. Even though it has a simplistic design, I think it works well. Transition into Minecraft and in Lego all together. So let's get started. We're gonna start off with the outside and see what it looks like from pretty much all around and up top. So let's get started. Here we have windows with plants on them, obviously cactuses and pots. We've seen that before. Over here we see a dead bush, similar to the other side, just positioned differently. If we go all the way around, you can see the window structure. Obviously, as you can see, there's a little bit of detail shown in the Lego set, represented in Minecraft using the stairs. So yeah, it's a pretty neat design. This center section is pretty open. There's nothing really there to cover it. A whole figure can fit in there, so a whole human can also fit in here in the Minecraft game as well. Anyways, moving to the back, here we can see a similar type structure with sandstone walls and sandstone right on top of it, leaving a lot of gaps open for people to walk through. So yeah, it's just a simplistic design for the windows, so to say, of this household. And if we go all the way around, we can see the same layout as we saw it previously. So lastly, to take a look at is the roof. Now the roof has this repeating pattern of having red sandstone all the way around on the roof. I think it looks neat. Gives it a little bit of a castle vibe if you really want to look into that. But that's pretty much it for the building. Okay, let's move on to the inside of the building. Now we take a look at here in the actual game. You can see we just opened the door, and obviously that's how we get in. But in Lego, what you do is detach the roof and take a look at the interior slash access it. So we're gonna take a look at it in game first, what it looks like. So in here, it's quite spacious, honestly. It has a bed in the corner. Next to it is a bookshelf. Over here we have the crafting table and a furnace across from each other in the same section of the house. So yeah, it's pretty simplistic, pretty open. But if you take a look at the actual Lego set, you can see that it's a bit tighter. Obviously, not everything translates exactly the same. You have to make things a bit bigger if you want to get all those details correct when we're creating it. So that's what I did. Like I said, it's a bit smaller. You can see the crafting table and the furnace found on the same side, just a little bit closer together, as well as the bed is taking up pretty much the whole left side of the house. And that bookshelf's detail right there that Lego has been using for a while now. So yeah, it's pretty neat to find in there. And that is pretty much it. So yeah, guys, this set holds a lot of stuff to look at, a lot of neat details and little structures to rebuild, but at the same time, it's not too complicated. I mean, it's Minecraft. It's a pretty simplistic theme compared to other Lego themes, but at the same time, it's quite accurate. It works really well because, you know, they're both block type products, so they translate really well with each other. And yeah, I have fun recreating this. I think I did an okay job to at least make it seem like it's the actual Lego set that Lego build. And if you want to see more of these, obviously there'll be a playlist linked at the end of the outro. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. I'll see you next time.